Are you ready to turn your potential into performance? If so, you're in the right place. This is the Coach Brew Show, and here's your host, John Brubaker.
Why I don't do discounts, and you shouldn't either. Welcome to the Coach Brew Podcast, episode number 521. Today's podcast is brought to you by Audible. Get a free audiobook download and a 30-day free trial at audibletrial.com/coachbrew. It's Coach B-R-U. There's over 180,000 titles to choose from for your iPhone, Android, Kindle, or MP3 player, if people even still use MP3 players. And you can go get that free audiobook download again at audibletrial.com/coachbrew. I bet your inbox was flooded with Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, and Cyber Monday, quote, discount deals a couple days ago. I know mine was. Mine was flooded with discount deals ranging anywhere from 75% to 99% off. Yes, you heard that correctly. 99% off. I share this with you because one in particular was a 91% off deal, air quotes, I use air quotes around that deal, from a business guru, self-proclaimed business guru, I should say, who preaches never discount, always add value instead. Yeah, 91% off, never discount, always add value. Talk about irony. Sadly, people fall for these tactics, or these self-proclaimed gurus wouldn't be doing this stuff. They do it because, sadly, it works. People think they're getting a deal. But imagine how that guy's customers who paid full price because they bought on a non-holiday must feel when they see others getting what they thought was a $10,000 product for just $997. So this is precisely why I don't do discounts. See, I believe in this little thing called price integrity. I know the value of my product, and it's the same price year round because it's worth it. Do you feel the same way about yours, your product or service? Note, if you're discounting your products by 91% every single holiday year round, guess what your product is really valued at? Think about that. It's manipulation, not facilitation. You know, these gurus are doing something to the customer, not for the customer. Really, what I think they're doing is criminal or fraudulent at best, which is why I felt an obligation to share this with you. Quick question. What's the hardest thing to earn and the easiest thing to lose? I'll give you a hint. It ain't money. It's trust. Consumer trust is absolutely at an all-time low. Information overload, fake news, and manipulative advertising are really to blame. According to the American Association of Advertising Agencies, only 4% of Americans actually believe the marketing and advertising industry operates with integrity. Yeah, well, Coach Brew, what's that have to do with me? It has everything to do with you. It should scare the bejesus out of you, considering every single one of us is in some way, shape, or form a marketer. That's right. We are all marketers of something. We're marketing our message and our value to the world every day, which is why I really believe I have a responsibility to expose this type of fraudulent behavior when it happens. Call it whatever you like. Guilt by association, a few bad apples spoiling it for the whole bunch, whatever you call it. The false prophets damage your profession when they aren't exposed for what they really are. Case in point, every single day I see mental toughness gurus, business coaches, and self-proclaimed leadership experts marketing their services, who, when you look a little closer, have zero professional or academic credentials to be teaching what they claim what they claim to be experts in, and often little to no experience in actual leadership roles. You've probably seen some of these gurus marketing videos of themselves standing in front of a private jet that we know they rented for the video shoot, along with a Lamborghini parked next to it. They proclaim that their way is the only way. They share rags to riches story and try to make you feel inferior and broken if you don't buy from them right away. That's kind of the formula. Then they clickbait you by creating hyperbolic, alluring titles and headlines like Success Simplified or Effortless Change. That's my personal favorite. Like change is really effortless. All the while, they're using one of those slick countdown timers to create an artificial deadline. And of course, let's not forget the words limited quantities available, prominently displayed in big, bold type. I actually saw that limited quantities available on a sales page promoting an ebook. It is literally impossible for limited quantities of an ebook to be available. Anyway, as I digress, my friends in Texas like to say these folks are all hat and no cattle. And I share all this with you because I don't want you to fall victim to these false prophets. The best advice I can give you is threefold. Number one, examine the person's academic and professional credentials, with one exception. If they refer to themselves as a guru, then don't even waste your time looking at them any further. Don't walk away from these people. Instead, run. Fast. If you got to say it, you ain't it, as I like to say. If you got to call yourself a guru, you're not a guru. Number two, don't ask and certainly don't pay for advice from someone with whom you wouldn't want to trade places with professionally. That should be self-explanatory. Number three, don't invest in something from someone who doesn't guarantee their work. If there's a disclaimer on their site reading, results not typical, you can rest assured their product or service isn't reputable and they simply shared an atypical or perhaps downright fraudulent example or fraudulent testimonial. Let me give you an example of what that sometimes looks like. Using our XYZ system, insert name, went from broke and unemployed to millionaire in just 3 months. Yeah, imagine that. And consider this. Much of the self-help industry is made up of people buying advice on making money from someone who can only make money selling advice on making money. Let me say that again. That was a mouthful. A lot of the self-help industry is made up of people buying advice on making money from someone who can only make money selling advice on making money. A little food for thought with that for you. If someone's so successful at what they're selling, why then are they trying to make a living selling the recipe to others instead of actually doing the work themselves? The bottom line is you got to beware of false prophets who claim to have the magic bullet or missing piece of the puzzle you're seeking. Because in reality, when you stop looking for the magic bullet or missing piece of the puzzle, that's when results can really happen for you. So what can you expect from me? Well, I live by this quote from the great American philosopher, Dolly Parton. Find out who you are and do it on purpose. I know who I am. I don't pretend to be someone or something I'm not. I'll always be transparent with you, speak from a place of experience, only speak from a place of experience, lead by example, and practice what I preach. I will continue to give before I ever take and add value to those around me and do it on purpose. Also, not to worry, you'll never see me posting photos of myself next to a private jet or a Lambo. By the way, consider this. If those guys were really business gurus, shouldn't they know that purchasing a depreciating asset isn't a smart investment? So that's Episode 521 in a nutshell. Why I don't discount. I do want to remind you, if you want to head over to coachbrew.com during the holiday season, all the proceeds from the sales of my books or any other product are going to the United States Marine Corps Toys for Tots program. Straight through the holiday season to New Year's. And I'm sorry to disappoint you, but nothing is discounted 75 to 99% off. I know the value of my product and it's always the same price year round because it's worth it. But shipping on books is always free. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you next week.
Thanks for listening to The Coach Brew Show. If you're not currently subscribed to the podcast, sign up now on iTunes, Google Play, or Stitcher. And for more information to turn your potential into performance, head on over to coachbrew.com now.